What's going on, everybody? It's Crypto Vision here, back again with another crypto market update. Today's video, we're going to be checking out DEGEN. So all my DEGENs, hit that like button, subscribe for more, leave a comment where you're tuning in from. I really appreciate that. So DEGEN here, if I'm being honest, out of everything I hold right now, this is the cleanest setup. This is the cleanest setup right here. So if you guys don't know, we got that last, I mean, that we're getting this last little correction phase, right? This is a three-wave move. We look like, right? This is what it looks like, a running flat. This is what it looks like, okay? So you have a low, you have an overextended B wave. You're coming down for a higher low, right? So we're looking to get a higher low. If we bounce off here, still a higher low, right? Still a higher low. So it looks very, very, very good in terms of you had this. I just knew this was not gonna, once, I looked into the 2 hour and we were already selling off like crazy. I was like, okay, this is an overshooting B wave, which is good. That's strong. What do we say on this channel, right? Weak B waves, strong C waves, right? So we were looking for a strong B wave. We got one. Now let's kind of have a mild C wave, right? This is a big area that we're trying to get above, this daily 618, right? Trying to stay and get above this, right? Trying to stay and get above that. We just can't. We were finding support yesterday right here. I'll zoom into the chart just to show you guys, but yeah, these areas right here, this 3523, 3559, these areas right here are extremely important, right? We need to close above. We need to have daily closes above, right? This is the last time we had some kind of daily close above, and we actually saw some kind of price going to the upside. Through here, same thing, same concept. We closed above, we saw price to the upside. Right, same concept right here. Close above, price to the upside. Right here, could not, down to the downside. Right, so it's finding support all throughout right here, all throughout right there. Just finding support. So this is a large buy zone right here, large buy zone, and a large sell zone. This is the battleground right here. This is the battleground. So we have a little illustration right here, and let's just see how it plays out. Right, see how it plays out. We got rate cuts. We got the FOMC meeting today, 2:30 Eastern. So we'll see what happens with that. We should be getting a rate cut. Who knows what's going on, but there's some shenanigans going on right now. So don't don't. Today is not the day to get over emotional, if that makes sense, right? We do have a red dot on the Fu Manchu. We have momentum, right? So we can lose some momentum as long as we have a higher low. That we're good. If you guys are looking for this trade indicator, right, the Fu Manchu, it's right through here. Fu Manchu. Okay, this is essentially like your MACD with your stochastics. Green dot is a buy, red dot is a sell. The larger the time frame, the more reliable. I like using the weekly, the 2-day to 3-day. I like using them all, but for buys, right, because it is a delayed indicator on the green dots and things like that. I like looking for the 2-day and the 3-day in conjunction with price action, right? If price action looks like it's healthy, like it's recovered, not the dip of the dippity dip, you know what I'm saying? Not just, like the 4 hour will get you to buy the dip of the dippity dip. So it's going to dip another 10, 15, 20%, right? 4 hour is, it's good for just indicating a potential reversal. I like the 2 to the 3-day. It shows reversals. See how there's still no red dot. There's still no momentum, right? I'm not a financial advisor, not financial advice, but right, when you start to get momentum on the 2-day, that's when you start to see some good stuff. 2-day, 3-day, that's when you really start to see some good stuff. Like right through here, we had momentum, and look at that. That's when we went up to that 8-cent mark, or the eighth of a cent, right? Up through here, we actually got some price action. These other moves, right? Not as much, right? There's like no momentum through here. So we do need to get up through like no momentum, none, zero. So we need to get up above and, do something with it. Right now, we are looking like we want to interact with this RSI. which puts us in a particular spot because we are not, right? We have what? One, like by the end of this week, like we should have a decision, especially FOMC meeting. I'm kind of going back and forth. A lot of these cryptos look like they're in a setup. They're in their second wave move to the downside, right? They don't look like DEGEN. DEGEN actually looks very good. Very good. This closes in one day and 9 hours, so it closes tomorrow. Right? It looks like we want to interact, right? But no red dot. No red dot, right? This doesn't look great. We do have a green dot on the weekly. The last time we had a green dot on the weekly, we ran up, right? The last time we had a green dot on the weekly, we were running up. So let's see what we get. I don't like the look of the stochastic, just rejecting. If I'm being honest, this doesn't look the greatest. Does not look the greatest, right? You're still making lower highs, and you're kind of in like a different channel. You're like in this channel too. So you have broken out of that channel, but the overall channel, see, this is where it gets confusing, right? Because you could draw something. I mean, I just like to be conservative just because I'd rather be, excited for the move up than disappointed in the move down. You are making higher lows technically, but also lower lows. Like if we're taking this into account like this, you know what I'm saying, like that, you're making lower lows and lower highs. Okay, so there's a couple different ways you can spin it to get the outcome that you want, right? I'm just using this because we're not close to breaking out, we're not close to breaking down, we're kind of just in the middle, right? I'd rather play it neutral. We're just in the middle. Pardon me. Dang, my voice cracked. I need to wake up. We're kind of in the middle. We've made a decision per this interaction. So we have been going to the downside. If you've been here, we've been monitoring, DEGEN and a breakout from this weekly chart. We had a pennant, and it broke down, and then it kind of recovered, and now we're kind of just playing the sideways game now. Now we're just playing the sideways game, right? We're doing something like this, which would be really, really nice. It'd be really nice just to kind of get up, then maybe 1 week and then go. So we got to see how we close this week. I mean, every week is key, but I mean we're running out of time. We're running out of time to make a move for altcoins. Altcoins are kind of blowing the opportunity right now. And Bitcoin's kind of got a big deal. There's a big reason why everything is struggling is because Bitcoin just can't make up its mind, right? Bitcoin's kind of in the detriment of everything. If I'm being honest, people are saying, "Oh, it's at 115,000. Why are you complaining?" Well, it's not that I'm complaining. It's the fact that Bitcoin is just really volatile. Like it's already like, let's just look at it real quick. I know this is a DEGEN video, but we'll just look at it. I mean, look at this, right? You're trying to go up. You're trying to break out, which looks like a clean breakout. Nope, bearish engulfing candle. Right before FOMC, we all know crypto is manipulated, right? We all know it. There's too much leverage. There's just so much over leverage in the markets. Sorry, XLM. So much over leverage in the markets, and so once Bitcoin determines where it wants to go, I mean, look at this: red dot, green dot, red dot. It doesn't know what to. The market makers are trying to fake everybody out. They're trying to be super smart and fake everybody out. That's essentially what's going on. But DEGEN here, it does have a clean setup. It does have a clean setup. I do want to go into like the 2 hour. Right, the 2 hour, we kind of have like, we had a fake out, right? Fake out. We had one close right here above this area. Did we really close like a full body? I don't count any of these a full body. And if we just rejected, this kind of looks like a bear flag. Like it kind of looks like it wants to come down even more. So it's kind of tricky right now. But overall, the setup right now for DEGEN looks good. The setup looks good. We need to find out by the end of this week. Like I said, the end of this week, we'll find out what the plan is for DEGEN, right? If you're new to the channel, we can go over the next price target for DEGEN, right? Next price target for DEGEN. I mean, this this just looks sad right now. This just looks like it just going sideways, doesn't know what it wants to do, right? Just doesn't even know what it wants to do. Most cryptos just, they look sad. They look sad, absolutely sad. We are going to try to interact with this, right? But I mean, look, you get up above the 54.11, you just get above and then just immediately come down. Immediately, just like you cannot live up there. You can't live up there. It's just what you have, one iteration, two, since for the whole year, right? For the whole year you got two, and then the rest is just all down here. All down here. I mean, even down through here, right? It's just so much more to the downside. So much more. There's been no relief. It's been slam down, slam down, slam down. But it's okay, right? We're positioning ourselves for the breakout because it's going to happen. Market makers can't keep getting away with, doing this, right? So they will be punished. They will. So just for the new people to the channel, let's go ahead and think about what we're getting ready to do. Okay, overall this does, right? This screams now this screams like a complex three-wave move, right? 1, 2, 3, and then you kind of got like some kind of like a 1-2 setup, something like that, right? Something. That's what it looks like. That's what it looks like. So let's see what we can expect, right? What I'm going to be looking for, right? Because I'm not a financial advisor. This isn't financial advice, right? This is what I'll be looking for the next movement to the upside, right? For the next movement to the upside. You're trying to, let's get rid of this, put this on the weekly. Okay. You're looking for, your 6.0068 to your 0.009 all the way up to your 0.13. These are three levels you're looking for right here. For the next move, right? Just for the next move. What we're thinking the next move, not the end of the bull, this run coming up. It's this move. Because it is a $72 million market cap. So this thing can easily exceed all expectations, right? Minimum target, it's down through here. Minimum on this next move. Medium. That's what I think, like the max before you see some kind of correction. All right, so once we start getting up through here, like something like up through here, not financial advice, but I'll be taking some off the table, just percentages depending on how it interacts. Are we coming up? Are we wicking all the way up and then coming back down? I can show you an asset that looks just like that, right? I can show you something. Where is Toshi? Right? Are we doing this? Right, look at that. That's something that could happen, right? That is something that could happen for sure. For sure. All right, where are we? The 1618 couldn't even. I mean, you're just wicking all the way up to the 1618. Probably going to come back down to that 7/8, something like down through here, right? So if you locked in some profits, all right, you can add some more or not, right? There's just options. Right? Options. So don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Right, we can even see this right here. Oh, that's not going to work. I haven't covered Toshi, so I don't know. But this is my example. This is my point, right? Look at this wick. Right, if you come up, if DEGEN does that to the 1618, or even like to the, pardon me, don't want to do that. To the 2618, it does that to the 2618. Right, it comes up and it's just wicking. Then you're probably going to see a correction down to your, depending on how strong the wick is, right? The wicks can be wicked, no pun intended, right? No pun intended. But your 2618, depending on where, I don't even want to play that game right now. We'll see where we're at. Once we start the wick, I can put in some fib levels to see where we can, retrace to. If once we pass it's 382.5618. So, yeah. So we'll see. But for now, right? Let's go look at stablecoin dominance, and then I'll end the video. Right? Where are we at for stablecoin dominance? We're right at 617, ladies and gentlemen. Right? If you're new to the channel, right? Stablecoin dominance is a key part of the channel. Right? This is what we use. This is a tool we use for determining future price action. Right? Future price action. This is inversely correlated. As US stablecoin dominance goes up, the market goes down. As stablecoin dominance goes down, the market goes up. All right, so right now we're kind of in a, if we inverse this, right, right, it looks like we're in a corrective wave to the downside. Right, it looks like we're in a three-wave move. Right, 1, 2, 3, something like that. Right, so if you want me to be honest, I'm expecting downside today. I know everyone's expecting like the rate cuts to everything to go crazy. I'm just expecting the opposite, and I'm not expecting a crash. I'm not expecting a full-blown like, sell the news event. I just think this needs to be finished, right? A lot of these cryptos need to be finished. DEGEN's finished, but a lot of other ones need to be finished. Where could we go to? This 628. We need to reject this area up here. We need to reject this. Right? If you're a vet of the channel, right? You've been here. You know the significance of this level. You know it. We were trying to fight and stay below it. We shot up, blasted through it. A couple days was pretty. We were saying we were calling this all out. We were saying, hey, I think we're gonna interact and then slam down, and we did, but it still leaves room for doubt, right? It still leaves room for doubt. I do think this is bearish in general. This is bearish in general. I do think, and with that being said, right, we're gonna come up and interact with this moving average. We need to see what we do with this moving average. So if you want this chart, it's USDT.D plus USDC.D. So right here. So if you want this chart, that's what this is. Okay. If that's something you're interested in, right? All these others, right, coming up with this downward, this trend line, right? We're gonna see like what we're doing, right? We came down, we broke down, and we're trying to get back up, right? This looks like a clean three-wave move. If I'm being honest, it does. Clean three-wave move, right? Three waves. Something like that. And then you can reset and then go, right? Kind of bore people a little bit. Oh, we had rate cuts and no price move and I'm done. Oh, we had rate cuts and nothing really went down. I'm done. The market's manipulated. Or the worst type of price action is like trickling, just like slowly going to the downside, just slowly, where no one's really making any money. It's kind of just doing nothing. It's just boring. People get out of the markets the most in those times, and that's when you got to be the most locked in, right? Because that's when it gets sent. When it's boring and no one's paying attention, the bears are bored and the bulls are bored. Be prepared, right? Be prepared. Typically, it's to the upside, right? Typically, they lull the bears. They've had bears because it's been going down, right? Because you don't lose interest when it's gone up like crazy, and then it's kind of going down. People are anticipating, oh, is it going to go back down? Is it going to go up? Right now, it's kind of just price action has kind of just been doing nothing, right? It's kind of just been going sideways. Honestly, kind of just going sideways. Even from right here where we're at, since September 9th, just nothing really. And this is a meme coin. This is a meme coin, right? We came up a little bit and we've just kind of just been going sideways. There's not a lot going on. We're at the same price we were back in August. You know what I'm saying? It's just there's nothing really going on. So, overall, yeah, let's see what, I got to get rid of this. All right, let's see how we interact with this trend line, right? Let's see how we interact with this trend line. We have some levels to the downside. We have some levels to the upside. We are below value. We're below value. So we need to look down, right? Do we stop right here and get some support, right? And validate the running flat? Sorry, I'm so sorry. The running flat, do we validate the A, B, C? Do we do that? So, you could have that, or you can have your expanded flat. So what are we going to get? What are we going to get? We need to wait and see, right? So good luck today, everybody. Thank you for stopping by, right? I'm not a financial advisor. This isn't financial advice. These are just ideas that I have. Those next price targets are ideas. I do believe we're close to, right? It's just, patience, enduring this, because there's nothing that has shown us that it's over. Not at all, right? We're just in the middle of something big, right? It takes time. So I appreciate your time. Thank you for stopping by. Have a great rest of your day. Take it easy. Peace.